Hello there everyone, this is Lego Gavin, and this is the beginning of the building series for the Siege of Mandalore. Here we go. Hello there everyone, and welcome to Building the Siege of Mandalore. So this is going to be the collab project between my friend and I, who has worked on the past two projects with me. He is on Instagram and at the Lego World War. That's his Instagram username. And we're going to be building the Siege of Mandalore. So we obviously, when the Clone Wars got canceled, we never got to see the Siege of Mandalore, which would have been the finale for the show. But now the Clone Wars is coming back. We're going to build this mock for Brickworld Chicago 2019. So the Siege of Mandalore and the new Clone Wars episodes will not have been released yet. We will only have seen maybe one trailer, maybe two, depending on what we see, maybe at Star Wars Celebration. So this is all going off of kind of a creative freedom and from the episodes we saw throughout the rest of the Clone Wars series. So we'll be taking a bunch of inspiration from all of that and building the Siege of Mandalore. And huge shout out to Clone Army Customs, Tyler from Clone Army Customs. He will be sponsoring the mock and giving us figures at the convention. So we will be getting all the figures, and the mock will look awesome with his figures. We're really grateful to be able to work with him for a mock. That's always been a dream of mine, is to kind of be able to do something like this. So huge shout out to him, and this mock is going to be epic, guys. So here's the first episode. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright guys, so I suck at drawing outlines, so I'm not even going to bother doing a long part of the segment on what the plan is for the mock. Essentially, this is the front of the table. These base plates here, this area will be a landing pad area. It'll be a giant middle, that's the door that Obi-Wan walks through in the Lawless episode, I think, or whatever, where he opens the door and there's all this fighting out on the docks. So the docks are here. This is where Obi-Wan comes through the door. A row of buildings, and then back here is that podium where Pre Vizsla makes his speech. I can't draw at all, so we're just gonna build. So these next couple of parts you're gonna see is gonna be when we're building the shipping docks, or the landing platforms, kind of just the shipping, like the docks area of Mandalore, essentially. So pretty much what we were doing is it's gonna be suspended up pretty high, about 20 bricks, or roughly around 20 bricks or so high, and then we kind of plated it out and then put the tiles on top, and that's what you're gonna see here, is kind of putting the plates on, putting the tiles on, as kind of a prototype, and then we'll go back in and change with the craters and the different colors, and then we'll make the shipping containers and all that cool stuff. So this next part that you see will just be kind of starting up the docks area. So there you go. Alright, so this is the part of the segments where we'll kind of be unboxing all of the Bricklink orders, or any orders that we get for building this mock. So we did a little bit of work here. We got the outline down, and we kind of started to work on the platforms a little bit here. So it doesn't look like much, but pretty much we sat down, mapped out the entire platforms area. So what you're seeing right now is two gray base plates of the docks, a rough kind of prototype. So the prototype's all filled with just tiles of different sizes. So we put all those through, and then we got to order some more tiles, and then we'll come back in and put all the jumper plates to put the figures on, and then some craters, and then also in the show there's a lot of like yellow markings and some different kind of shapes and stuff mixed in, so that'll be kind of the next part of the build. Alright, so doing a little bit of work tonight. Started to prototype some window designs for the bigger buildings, kind of. So using a lot of trans blue, this is kind of a blown out like glass section. So there's kind of the blown out area. I don't know if you can see it very well on the camera. There we go. Okay. So there's some blown out glass right there. And then this is just a pretty simple glass technique with just kind of bricks on the bottom, and then the layers in between are 1x2 plates. It's simple, but the windows aren't super complex, at least the way we have them planned out right now. So we'll kind of see how this goes. But this is kind of what I'm thinking about for a window design. I'm going to try a couple more here. And then as well, so there's the normal Lego set, the Mandalorian speeder. The kind of blue one here. And I had an extra one, but I parted it out a while ago. So I'm trying to find the parts and remake it, but I'm going to design it red instead of the blue one here. So I'm going to try to make it red. Some of the pieces are going to be hard to do, but yeah. So I'm trying to make this one red, as well as making one of those small speeders you get in the Mandalorian Battle Pack. I made one, but red. The front piece, these slopes up here are weird because I couldn't find the right piece for them. But yeah, this is what I got so far for this one. So yeah, just modifying some of the Lego sets to make them red, I guess. Since we won't be able to see the Siege of Mandalore by the time we're making this, maybe just like one trailer. I'm not sure if they would have taken the time to like change their speeders to red and stuff. But I think it just looks kind of cool. So we'll do some work on that, see what that looks like. Yeah. Alright guys, so as I said in the last segment, I was modifying some of the Lego sets to kind of match the Darth Maul's Death Watch guys, kind of their red markings. Not sure if they're actually going to do that or not, because we never saw them do it in the Clone Wars TV show, but I don't know. We're taking some creative freedom, and I think it looks kind of cool, so we'll see. We'll see what you guys think. First thing I started off with was the speeder bike. I think I showed that earlier. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I kind of finished that thing up. It's not anything too special. This was the real thing right here that I wanted to show off real quick. So there's the official Lego set version of the Mandalorian speeder. And then I just wanted to see what it looked like with the red marking. So this is kind of what I got. Not finished yet, and I didn't have some of the pieces that I needed to finish it. But I had another speeder, but it was broken. I decided to fix it up and then replace it with, I like to call it the Republic red, but it's the dark red colors. So yeah, this is kind of what I got so far. Like I said, I don't have all the pieces the same on it, but yeah, I'm kind of liking how it's turning out. So tell me guys what you think. Should I keep the speeder like this, or should I just have them all blue? What do you guys think right now? So put that down in the comments below. Alright guys, so we've been working a little bit and we have suspended the platform. We got some figs set up. Alright, so here's the platform. Like we showed in the time-lapse video, tiled this entire thing out for the most part. And then what we've been doing recently is we made all these supports underneath, so you can see some of the structure under here. Lots of different filler brick and such. So that's kind of the support that's holding up this landing pad, and then we're just going to expand the landing pad a little bit, and that'll be the next thing you see probably. Alright guys, so back again, and the landing pad has been extended. So here you can see this was the part we already had done right here, and then so here's another one of the kind of plates right here. So this is kind of what we've been doing here. We have the 16 by 16 plates underneath, putting a layer of plates on top, and then the tiles on top. It's going to be a pain to take apart when it's over, but it's going to make it a little bit easier for transporting, just because all these can lift up and we can package them in. So that'll just be a lot easier to pack up when we go to Brickworld. And then as you can see right here, we are going to try to make it so the docks come up over the table. So I kind of laid out this thing right here to show you guys. It'll kind of angle in like this, and then there'll be a platform here. We'll try to make a Technic support underneath. So that'll be standing right here, and it'll kind of be hanging over the table, so I think that'll be really, really cool. And yeah, this whole area will be tiled out, kind of like that. So this will be empty, so you got those two, and then this whole area right here will be covered in tiles up through here and over to here. So I think that's going to look pretty cool. Tell me guys what you think so far. Alright, so I thought I'd give a quick overview of what the plan of the mock is. I haven't done that yet. You saw my terrible drawing at the beginning, but here's kind of what we got. Here is the shipping docks area. So that'll be all throughout here. This will be tiled, have crates, have some pillars, maybe some craters everywhere. There's lots of yellow lines, some white lines kind of going in throughout here, so we'll come back through, pick those up and do that. So yeah, this whole thing will be tiled, detailed, and then we'll have this little section right here. It'll hang off the edge right here over the table. So you'll have that, and then coming through here, this is the middle part. It's like half a gray base plate right here, and right here is where we'll be making the, if you guys remember that kind of the door that Obi-Wan goes through in season 5, I think it's the Lawless episode, where the door opens and then there's that huge battle going on out here on the docks area. And you know, like the Maul must really want you dead, you have no idea, that scene. The archway coming up here, and then a roof right here, and then the door will be kind of over here, open door, and interior will be detailed a little bit. And then it's hard to explain without actually building it, so that's why I don't like to do this stuff, because it's hard to explain. And then on top of that kind of hangar door thing, there'll be a roof right here, and then we're going to have buildings on top of that. So there'll be buildings on top of that door that Obi-Wan goes through in that episode. So there'll be that door, and which will kind of be over here, and there'll be the kind of room inside, I guess. Roof on top, buildings on top of that, and then coming over to this part over here, we're not 100% sure yet, but the idea that we want to have is essentially back here, we'll kind of build that podium where Pre Vizsla makes his speech in some of those episodes, and kind of where Darth Maul and Savage and Sidious duel, kind of that podium speech area. And then the idea is to have some hallways that kind of start over here near the podium and go all the way through and connect up with the landing platform out here. And then the supports for the hallways will be the buildings that you see in Mandalore. Those kind of weird shapes and everything. Those will be kind of the support beams for the hallways. So that's what we got so far. It's a crazy plan. We'll see if we actually can go through with everything we want to do, kind of cost-wise and just realistically what we can do. Hopefully we'll be able to do it. I'm confident that we will. There's kind of a quick update. Hope that makes sense. It probably doesn't, so we're just going to keep building. Alright, so that's the end of the first update here for building the Siege of Mandalore. And like I said earlier, this mock will be going to Brickworld Chicago 2019, and huge shout out to Clone Army Customs, who will be providing us the figs once we get there, so that's going to be awesome. This mock will be decked out with awesome figs, and it'll look really, really cool, so that'll be awesome. I'm not sure how frequently these updates will be going up. I'm heading off to college soon, so unfortunately I won't be near my Lego at all, any of my Lego stuff. I'll be coming home every once in a while to work on updates for this, so not sure how frequently these will be posted, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tried to make it somewhat entertaining and a little bit different from the other building series, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave any feedback you have in the comments below, constructive criticism or cool things you'd like to see in the mock or anything really. So thank you guys for watching. Next update video will probably be starting on some building designs and other cool stuff. So thank you guys for watching. May the Force be with you always.